Yeah. I knew her from when here coming to the Women's Center for many years. I work as a victim service worker, and also she'd come here to some of our groups, or come here for luncheon, or come connect with the women, having tea, coffee. We used to go and walk around in the downtown east side and do walkabouts, it's called, just to make sure, check on some of the women who don't usually come into the center during the day. And we'd go, walk through the alleys and check out other places like Wish and all the Carnegie and all those places like that, just to see how women are doing.
Mabel is a very good frisky elder. She actually did the walk to Ontario a couple of years ago for the murdered and missing women. They went to the Highway of Tears. That was the last walk. I think that was about 3 years ago. So Mabel has done a few walks with a group from the Downtown Eastside Women's Center right here.
She's my auntie. She's my dad's sister. I don't know. I'm proud that she went on walks. She raised a lot of kids. I was one of them. She never had kids of her own, but she always had us. I know there's so many of us I can't remember all their names. But yeah, she's been part of my life since I was forever.
I had my legs crossed. I said, oh my God, what a way to go. I was 20 years old then.
You're a babe. Perfect. You're amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it was fun. I love you guys.
She used to work at the fish cannery. She grew up, she's lived down here since she was young. And she worked at the fish cannery, and she volunteered a lot of places, I don't know, and she just makes friends, just her, how do you say it, her attitude towards people, she just draws them in.
We work 12, 14 hours a day for about 6 weeks in herring season, and they said would give us a couple of days, so we can do all our laundry, do our shopping for food and everything. So the girls said we'll all meet. We had a couple of beers. I said, okay. Went home, had a bath, and I was first one downtown. Fixed my hair, put on short skirt and that, and I was sitting there. My friend bought me a beer, the bartender, and then I said, okay. And the guy said, could I sit with you? I said, sure, go ahead. He said, I'll buy you a beer. If you want, I said, I have one. My friend bought me. And he said, by the way, are you working, girl? I said, yes, I am. I didn't know what I was talking about. And he told me, how much? He should tell me $1.18 an hour. I told him, he said, you just sit right here till I come back, he said. I was sitting there, all the girls came in, and I told them about it. Oh, they couldn't stop laughing. And the guy, he came back, but all the girls were there with me, and there's that one girl, she said, Mabel, do you know what he's talking about? I said, no. That's 38, and he should tell me. He thought you were a hooker. I said, oh my God. Next day, I threw out all my dresses, all my skirts, everything, my nylons. Never wore a dress again.
This is Sarah.
Say a few words about Mabel.
Yeah. Or
I
I just gonna say that I've been blessed to meet this wonderful woman. That she's been my mentor, and I hope that anybody will have the heart that she has. She has a big heart for everybody here, and she always took care of the women here.
So all of you.
That's all I can say, that I love her.
Thank you.
She's quite an inspiration. She's really remarkable. There's really nothing to explain. It's really hard to grasp the exact words to explain how I feel about you, Mabel. And it's not very often that I have a woman up on a pedestal so high.
No, I'm just a simple person living a simple life.
No, that's if everybody thought that, then you know what? This world would be such a wonderful place to
Like
live.
I'm teaching them, Josie and Julie, how to
Be remarkable
Yeah.
and how to be just great. And you're the perfect person to show us that. You're the person I want to be when I get old.
Oh, elders? Wow, they're the backbone. They're the backbone of culture. They're the ones that are still holding on to the stories, the myths and the legends. They're people I can look up to. And there's all different types of elders too. Just because you're an older person doesn't mean you're an elder. An elder has a responsibility to, educate our children and pass on the culture that was passed on to them, and to do it properly. Like, there are some children kids that are born, and their job is to tell stories, and they are told stories the same one over and over and over until they get it right, because it's not so much as just getting the story out there. No, you have to have oomph in the conversation. You have to have that heart feeling. You have to get all the words right. Even pausing in the right areas is important when you're trying to describe a people's culture, their belief. That's what I do. I'm a storyteller too, but I do it on canvas.
I'm really proud that for what she's accomplished. Like she made so many friends, she met so many people, and I think she's, I don't know, she's just like a mom to everybody.
So, but I'm really happy that I went on this walk because I always wanted to give something back in return for being alive and everything.
Norvo Morso is my dad's oldest brother. Unfortunately, I didn't get to grow up around Norvo, but I have spent some time with him, and I have gotten, some of the energy that he talks about, just from looking at his work, as well as what he's explained to me about it. And the energy, the circles, I usually cut them in half. You'll see how it turns out eventually, but the half part is that because there's a yin and yang to everything. We've got that male side to us, the female side. It just shows that there's a balance.
But I enjoyed, I really enjoyed it because I have fun with the kids. Because I grew up without a mother, and just really, really affects me really bad.
So there's a high rate of women who die down here, but also there's it's like a circle. And the more women that either move away from the area, or women who've died and are not around anymore, it seems like a whole sift in the circle just keeps going. It gets replaced by another body, more women and more young girls and more people coming into the area, which is really sad because it's I always remind women when they're down here, because I worked down here for so long, get out if you can, stop using drugs if you can, get the help if you can. And it's really, really, really amazing when I can hook them up with someone like Mabel. Any of our elders who can come down here and talk to them. That's the kind of connection we need. Is that group of people who can actually sit there and really listen to what people have to say. Because a lot of people don't really sit and listen. They see a problem coming through the door, and that problem needs to be addressed rather than deal with the person as a human being and not judge them on the things that they're doing.
I'm just straight up with you. I don't tell too many people this, but what the heck. When I was 16, I stole a purse from an elderly woman. And when I grabbed it, she come flying forward. She hit her knee, her shoulder, and her temple. She died from a blood clot. I'm reliable for her death for up to 1 year, her health. So as a result of it, I got 6 years for that. There's not enough, there's no amount of time that can ever justify taking somebody's life. So I'm not justifying anything. But because of that incident, that one moment that changed my life, I'm a better person because of it. At the expense of somebody else's life. I prayed and I asked for forgiveness, and I know I am forgiven. And I know she looks after me occasionally too. She's my spirit guide. She looks out for me. I'm not going to say her name, but yeah, it was an accident. It was just something stupid that happened that went bad when I was 16, Who would have thunk it, And I guess, you never know what's around the corner. Anything can happen so fast. So if today's a nice day, enjoy it. Enjoy it. And if you can pass it on, pass it on. Because you can't keep anything unless you pass it on anyways. So when you pass something on good, it'll make you feel good, and you'll be the better person because of it, and somebody else might be too.
Well, it's hard, because on the way we meet a lot of people, families, reporting to us about their loved ones being, murdered and found, the bodies found, customers still missing. So it's very emotional for me. And also, when we got to Ottawa the first year, when we reached there, we learned that there was 11 women that had been murdered on the way.
Anything you do for yourself. You try to hurt somebody else because, that guy pissed me off. You know what? I hope his dog dies. And then his dog dies. Guess what? You have to pay a price for that. And it's your family member who pays it. That's a First Nation belief that I know to be true. So I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. Because I wouldn't want to hurt any of my family members. In spite of somebody pissed me off and I don't like them, well, I'm just going to have to accept it and write it off and, put it in its right category. He's an idiot, or he's still learning, or he's ignorant, whatever. Right? But trying not to be judgmental as much as possible, and it's hard not to be because I'm a very judgmental person, and I've had to be over the years to survive. In jail, you got to be able to judge whether this guy's a good guy or not. Otherwise, guess what? You're getting screwed by him some way or another way. You know what I mean? Not just physically, but financially, emotionally, You know, and the one thing I don't do is I don't mess with people's heads. I just speak from my heart. Take it for what it is, and take what's good. If there is nothing good there, don't worry about it.
In the second year that we walked from Vancouver to Prince Rupert here, but that one too was kind of emotional and that. I didn't know the girls that were murdered, so, but I said I care, that's why I walked. You know. Harper was supposed to meet with us, but he never did. I said, it's too chicken shit to meet us women. I said,
There's still about a half hour time-wise needed to finish off this painting.
Yeah.
So maybe I can just find a little spot somewhere. Not too often I do this, but when I do, it's a very honorable thing for me. May I sit over here, please?
Yes, you can.
Or can I sit on your lap?
No,
Mabel, gorgeous woman that you are, this is for you, to honor you and your teachings that are precious and needed for our growth and spiritual beings and inspiration for our next generation. You've putting smiles on many people's faces, and it shows just by getting to know these people in this little bit. Wow, that says a lot about you. It does. And you know what, girl? I started this painting for you a couple days ago, and I worked hard on it. And it's an elder talking to a younger person, or a younger person listening to an elder.
yes.
And this is the Ojibwe Woodland style. I signed it, and this is for you, girl.
I met a lot of special people, especially the OPPs were good to us. Whole bunch of handsome young cops. I said, so many men, so little time. Can I dream?
No, that's okay. See, that's all good.